In the last episode, after slaying the Big Daddy Astral and the Hanami Forest, our gang explored the dugout cavern, resting behind the berry-stained pool of water. Starting on the right side, Stenwick rummaged through bones and guts, looking for dirty money like a trash rat, until they reached the back of the cave. At the end, they found a giant bed spun out of foliage and cloth from New Haven uniforms. After ripping down a wooden sign posted above the mattress, they then inspected the left wall, where Felix was then stabbed by a baby Astral hiding under a sheet. Ready to get back to the outpost, they collected their equipment and started back on the trail down south. During this time, our druid transformed into an eagle and flew the micro-sized Astral back to Stenwick's cart for safekeeping. Once back, our team reported to Captains Silver and Rogers, informing them that the forest is safe once again. Receiving extreme gratitude from the Cirrus citizens, they each then took their leave to recover before departing the strange island of the Hanami Forest. Welcome back to Retrograde, a D&D campaign by Fudged Roll. I am the boss baby, Derek Day, and joining me is Andrew Akers.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Ty Sheets.
Hey, what's up?
Ian Jones.
Hello.
And Jesse Wagner.
Hello.
I just want to say I didn't do that thing that you said that I did in the cave with the money.
Oh yeah, putting your grubby little fingers in each little eye socket.
Yeah, I didn't do that. That was a lie.
We all saw it.
We tried to stop him, but it's impossible.
Just didn't
Too
work.
greedy. Too greedy.
His fingers are too grubby.
So you guys are, well, the three of you would be in your cots in the hut behind Gertie's Medical Center, and Stenwick, you are currently with Arne, and we're going to start like inside the huts. If anybody has anything they want to do first thing.
I think I just want to. Have we had a long rest since the battle?
Yeah, this is your first long rest.
So we're awake, back to normal.
Yeah, everything's 100% now.
Okay. Just gonna say Felix wants to go to sleep, but if we're all good.
Again.
I mean, unless you have anything you needed to do the night before.
I now have a weasel sitting on my shoulder.
When did it appear?
I did it before I went to bed, just so I could get the spell slot back when I rested.
We ended on a really creepy note with Penelope, didn't we?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that for a week.
I don't remember
Every day,
that.
just constantly haunting my dreams.
Penelope went Jekyll and Hyde on us.
Yeah.
He was dreaming about his kills, and then everybody just kind of went to bed.
How do we want to play that? Do we want to play out the night, or?
It's fine with me, yeah.
So, pretty much there's just going to be a little bit of an internal monologue that I'll go into.
Expect to hear two different voices. Like I want to feel like this is happening.
You really enjoyed the kills, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. That was messed up. What happened to that child?
Be real. You remember what it used to be like? All the fun we used to have?
That was terrible. You murdered so many people.
It was a lot of fun. What do you say about letting me take the reins?
I can't do that. It's too dangerous. We're almost done with our quest. We're getting along. If you come back, who knows what sort of disaster will happen.
Isn't disaster fun?
And then that's all we're going to do for right now.
That was one of my favorite moments of the entire campaign so far. Thank you. Now I just need Stenwick and Topknot to meet, so then I can do the same thing.
Except you have to go up and down like a staircase.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Corner making a weasel. I think it takes me an hour to cast that spell. So be in the corner chanting away.
Do you actually have to chant the entire time?
I don't know. I mean, what else would I be doing for an hour?
I don't know. As a cleeric, I'm maybe just like sitting there with your hands together.
Yeah, like deep meditation.
Diesel, beedly bum.
Yeah, that.
Let me see if it has it has a verbal component. So I don't know if verbal component means I just say like one thing once, or if I'm just over there looking like a religious nutcase, like chanting to myself.
Yeah, it's like someone who does the rosary out loud or something.
Like Monty Python style, just smacking myself in the head.
So, Stenwick, are you an early bird?
Yes. Oh yeah.
How early are we talking?
4 a.m. Early to bed, early to rise. I'm very regimented. So probably right before sunrise. So I don't know if the sunrise is at 5 or 6 but a little bit before that.
You wake up, your just natural alarm, and Arnie is not next to you.
What does the inside of Arnie's place look like?
Ooh.
Tree.
Yeah.
There's candles lit,
Wood.
no petals on the floor.
Smells of.
It's early morning now, though, so it would have been a fire risk to have candles going all night. That's just irresponsible.
Okay, there's wax everywhere then. It just burned down. They put themselves out.
There is indeed wax everywhere.
You're into hot wax treatment, are you? So you would have asked
Shame you, man.
Penelope would have let you borrow the whip.
Made of Astral's spines. You could have borrowed the sword at least.
Arnie's hut is, obviously very rustic, but he takes a little more pride in his household and has like dark stained furniture, pretty nice king size bed, very clean, not too many decorations. But basically you wake up right before the sun comes up, and Arnie is not next to you.
Oh, I'm going to get up and take a look around. Out of curiosity, too, are there any pictures of family or anything like hanging up?
Yes, he would have a couple different pictures, like hand drawn, with looks like to be parents and 2 children, a boy and a girl, and it looks like a child's drawing.
Based on the pictures, they look happy.
Yes,
Like,
yeah,
does it look like a okay?
yeah. It looks almost like a school project for like kindergartner.
He said he's not in there. Is there a note or anything laying around?
No note. What you do notice is he hasn't left his side untidy though. It's already prim and proper, pillow set, sheets tucked in.
I'm going to do the same thing to
Arnie's
mine.
Pretty anal, right?
What's that?
Arnie's pretty
No, I'm cutting
anal.
that.
Dan, can you clarify one thing, please?
I'm gonna tidy up my side as well. We're both a little, and yeah. If there's nothing else, if I don't see any note or anything, I'm gonna leave.
Right as you open the door, he comes back inside. Stenwick, I'm sorry. I thought you'd still be asleep.
No, I wasn't just trying to like leave or anything. I thought you had set out for the day. Yeah. Where'd you go?
He pulls out a basket that he was carrying. Just over to Duvin's. Thought you might be hungry.
You beat me to breakfast. I was the one who promised you breakfast, if I remember correctly.
Oh, no. These are just snacks. Just a couple fruit. Full meal still coming.
All right, fair enough. Come in. Yeah, obviously it's your place.
Oh, yeah.
I figured he was just standing at the door. The picture up on the wall, did you draw that?
He sets the basket down on the dining table. No, that was my sister.
I hadn't noticed it last night. Where is she?
Up in Cirrus. Her name's was Ava.
I'm just going to take a seat. And is there anything in the bag, like on this basket? Like immediately, I'll grab something to eat quick.
Yeah, a piece of bread or an apple.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like not even completely paying attention, but mostly just listening, but eating as well. What do you say that name was?
Ava.
What happened?
We were very close, as you can see in the pictures. There were about like half a dozen of them. One day we were just playing. The streets are usually pretty full and serious with kids fighting, throwing balls. You know how it is. But this was a few decades ago, before anybody really followed any kind of compliance, I guess you could say. And Ava fell.
From Cirrus.
Yeah. It was me, her, and Gertie.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
That's all right, but thank you.
I've lost a lot of people that were close to me as well. If you ever want to talk about it, I mean, But anyway, I appreciate the snacks. Do you want to run out for breakfast, or do you want to wait until everyone else gets up?
Oh yeah, yes, of course we can go. But before we do, I wanted to give you something.
Okay.
He's going to get up from the table and walk over to his dresser and open the top middle drawer. He puts his hands down on top for a second and takes a breath and picks up what's inside and turns around, and what you see is a golden arrow.
Whoa.
I thought you might like this. I saw you using the crossbow a bit, kind of having a rough time with those hides.
Yeah. What? Don't you have any use for it? I couldn't possibly take something like this from you. It looks so valuable.
No. I'd rather you have it. I don't want to leave it sitting here. You don't know much magic, do you?
No. Magic is all very new to me because we didn't really have it in New Haven.
Have one of your magic friends inspect this, and I want you to use it.
Okay. This means I'm going to take it. This means more than you know. Thank you.
Of course. Please don't laugh when you see what it does. I was young. You'll see. And his face gets a little red.
Fair enough. I'm going to give him a big old smooch. All right. I'm really glad that our paths crossed here. But I think we have a little bit before everyone else gets up. Do you just want to stay in for a little bit?
You notice his jacket is already on the dining room chair. Yeah, let's stay in for a bit.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
Excuse me, sugar. Is your character homosexual?
Oh, Kylie, no.
Yes, Kylie.
Did you at least hear Ty's joke?
She did not.
Oh, don't mute it.
Yeah, don't mute that. We want to hear it.
We want to hear you try to explain why you're playing a gay character. Listen, I have some things I need to work through right now, okay?
My headphones are in. She can't hear you guys at all. So, joke's on you.
Is the joke on us, Andrew?
And then fade to black. Cut to the next.
So if you guys are ready, I'm fine with cutting to you guys on the outpost, like about to leave.
There's really nothing else that I needed to do.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Other than, let me see here. You can keep going with. I just want to see if I can do something real quick.
Are all of us going to be meeting at the exit of the outpost? We're not going to be seeing each other until then. That'll be the first time that we greet each other.
That's what I figured. Yeah, because I have a small thing for that.
There was one other thing that I wanted to bring up, but I don't want to take out too much time.
You take all the time you need, baby.
Well, so one of the brief things that I want to do while I'm talking to Arnie is this whole time I've been wearing it around my neck, but it's been tucked into my clothes and my armor. But now it's kind of out and exposed, and it's a ring that's at the end of a necklace. Arnie, what was your dad like? I mean, it looks like you had a happy family, happy life growing up. I mean, outside of that accident that you had mentioned.
Honestly, I had a pretty happy childhood. My parents would work with the apothecary a bit, light magic. That's kind of where I picked it up. My sister was going to be a magic user, actually. But yeah, other than that, that was pretty much fine. Gertie and I moved here probably about a decade or so ago because just wanted to start something new. But yeah, parents and I are so close.
Do you visit her grave ever, your sister's?
I'm hoping to.
Before I left New Haven, I would visit my father's grave often. He's the one who left me this ring. It runs in the family. Family heirloom. He told me right before he passed that I needed to earn it. And he was sick for a while. He had no choice but to give it to me because he was nearing the end of his life. But he told me that I hadn't earned it yet. Well, I've just been wearing it around my neck ever since. I don't know. My father was a hard man. I don't know. It sounds like you and I had very different upbringings, and I'm kind of happy to hear that yours was a little bit happier.
What do you think his earned it means?
He was a captain of the guard, like his father before him, and to some capacity. Although I was New Haven being as old as it is kind of new to me. So I would always figured my grandfather was part of some military or something. But I always believed that it was achieving the same rank that he was at, achieving the rank of captain. And I'm hoping that once I get back with this Astral, that and being able to prove to the king that I am everything my father was, then maybe then I can finally put this ring on and be the man my father wanted me to be.
He's going to take it between his fingers, inspect it a bit. Is there anything like special about it?
It's like ornately, like there's ornate etchings in it. Stenwick wouldn't know this. There is like a magical quality to it, but I've never put it on, so I'm not aware of what that is.
As he's looking at it, he's going to ask you, do you still believe?
Believe that I can earn this?
Believe that you need to?
Absolutely. A doubt has not crossed my mind since it was given to me. That was years and years ago. It's almost all I can think about. That's why I came out here. That's why I'm helping these people. And I came out here alone initially. I would do anything to be able to earn this.
He's going to let it go, pat it against your chest, then go. Earn it.
All right. I can do what I wanted to do. Well, if you let me do what I want to do.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
So is there a way, like using my plant growth spell, I want to like plant one of the chungy berries in the ground. And basically I want to grow a small patch of like chungy berry bushes close to the outpost. Cause I know my homies go through some treacherous things to get their chungy berries and just want to get them with the homie hookup.
What a guy, man. Felix, I think has the best arc out of everyone. Really, really digging it.
I think I'm chaotic neutral.
I don't know. I'm not trusting this just yet.
What?
I'm definitely going to allow that.
But every fifth berry is poisonous. It just causes like violent diarrhea.
See, so I figure between channeling the magic of the staff and this spell, I know, like I should be able to just focus on one plant and cause it to grow, right?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and I'm going to dig a little hole, take a chunky berry and put it in the dirt, cover it up, do some finger wiggles and staff shakes. And then a big, beautiful chunky berry bush is going to appear full of chunky berries.
Roll me a D20.
13.
You create a chunky berry bush the size of 13 by 13 feet.
Jesus Christ.
And when the chungy see it from on top of the outpost, they just
13 by 13 feet.
They're just hooting and hollering.
Sweet. Well, if I've got a chunky berry bush that big, I'm going to pick like a sack full of berries.
Take the whole bush.
I want like a big old sack full of chunky berries because I can make potions out of them.
I'll give you 150.
All right. That's all I really wanted to do. I'm ready when y'all are.
Did we say where we were all going to meet the next morning? I don't remember.
Not specifically, but I just figured it'd be
like Duvins or
either Duvins or just right on the outpost before heading down.
Yeah. Once it gets a little bit lighter outside, I'm going to head out, look for these guys.
How long has it been
since
Stenwick showed up?
Oh, like initially?
It's only been like 2 or 3 days, hasn't it?
Yeah, 2, maybe 3 or 4. I don't know, because we stayed a night there, and then we went out, and then we fought stuff, and then we came back.
It's been at least 4.
So what's up with home?
He fucks. No big deal. What about it?
No, I'm wondering about the little boy that you left on the fucking beach.
I already went back and talked to him.
We did.
You did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we dealt with that?
Yep, I went back, paid him extra, and sent him home.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
He's starving.
I thought he was. Was sitting on the beach waiting for you because I know you told him like, if I'm not back in a week, go home. Because we're definitely going to take the portal back to the mainland.
I figured as much, but I didn't know Stenwick didn't know the portal existed until later on.
Right.
But that's all taken care of.
But I could also see us not addressing it and leaving this poor boy sitting at least for another couple days.
Yeah, so if you guys want to meet up, we'll just say right on top of the outpost, right before you guys descend to collect your horses and cart. Gertie's medical hut, the door will open, and out comes Captain Rogers, currently on crutches. And he will thank you all for...
Why is he on crutches?
He's weak.
Okay, I was going to say, because he got stabbed in the fucking chest. He doesn't have a leg wound.
No, I just thought it'd be a cool picture, because they don't have wheelchairs.
Okay.
Gertie wheels him out in the medical bed. Is that better?
They don't have wheelchairs. They couldn't figure out how to make wheelchairs, but they could put wheels on their beds.
There's beds on chairs. There's wheels on beds. There's wheels on beds, not wheels on chairs.
Technology's not there yet. Too small.
Some lines just shouldn't be crossed.
Yeah.
Captain, you look like you're doing much better. I'm happy to see it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, thank you. I should be getting back in a few weeks or so, but...
Hey, man, do you just want me to heal you?
You can do that?
Truth. I can also do that.
Hold up. You could have done that the whole time?
He's been like recovering for a week.
Alfred, the first time.
Day one.
Yeah, bro. I clap him on the back and cast healing word.
He throws the crutches over his head. Listen, I just wanted to thank you all, give you some cheering on as you make your trek back home. I just had one quick question. That tree that you mentioned checking out a couple days back, did you end up finding anything?
We did. I think we talked to some of the guards about this too, or maybe it was at least Arnie, because we had shown him the journal.
It was just Arnie, yeah.
Yes. It looked like it used to be some old outpost or something for some very, very old guards from New Haven. There was a journal with him. I'm going to take that back with me, hopefully get some answers back home, and some skeletons, I guess. But besides that, there wasn't anything of value, unfortunately. Just more questions than answers.
From New Haven. Were you able to tell how old?
Yes. I don't remember. I have it written down somewhere.
It was
several generations.
The year 200 and something, like 36 or some shit.
Yeah, it was several generations, much longer than I thought New Haven was around. So it's news to me.
His brows drop a little bit. Oh.
Does it mean anything to you?
I didn't think they would have been out here. Be careful. I trust you, but be careful.
Be careful with the Astrals, you mean? Or
yes, in general. I'll have to. I'm gonna have to do some thinking on this.
Okay. Well, I do plan on returning home sometime in the somewhat immediate future. I know we had mentioned before about how much I wanted to reveal about this place and of Cirrus. My intent was to start some kind of agreement, trade agreement or something between us and Cirrus. But, well, is that something that you think those in Cirrus or those from this outpost would be interested in? Maybe eliminate some of the tension?
Like I said, I would like that. But now knowing that they may have been here before, I worry that they may return. I trust you to do your best, but be careful who you trust.
I thank you for your words of wisdom. I will keep them under consideration.
He'll give you a nod and you guys can head out.
All right. Now, before I leave, I'm just going to offer a final glance at Arnie. I'll be back at some point. Just be careful here, yeah?
Of course. Same to you.
All right. I'll see you around. And thanks for the talk and for the other things.
Again, same to you.
And I'm going to leave.
When you turn around, when you take your first couple steps, you can hear behind you.
What?
Don't objectify me. So, this Astral, this massive one, is still its full body at the bottom of the tree, right?
Yep.
We just need to take its head. So, I don't know.
I think we should take...
Penelope, are you interested in helping me take this thing's head. Honestly, I think we're going to be able to get the most data off of it, taking the head back to New Haven opposed to anything else.
Thought you'd never ask.
Yes. Okay. Let's do this. I am aware of some of the things that I think there are some things this group has done, and I've over this time kind of thought that Penelope is the one responsible for doing most of them, just based off of some reactions, maybe. Although I don't know, Felix did blow that kid away, so.
It wasn't a fucking kid. It was an Astral. Fuck you.
Penelope, outside of from what you've seen, outside of throwing the alchemist fire into the tree, he's done nothing but good. He's caused no harm.
I think you gave me a lot of shit when we first met when we were in the bar, though.
Because
you're always.
But everyone did. That's fair. So I'm just over the next little bit of time, I'm going to try to hack away at this thing's neck to get its head, put that in the cart.
I'm violently smacking, trying hacking away.
Just blood spraying every time.
There's blood all over my face.
After a couple swings, I back up and I just watch because I'm worried about getting too close.
I'm just tunnel vision. I don't see you backing away. I don't see you around.
And then once the head is taken off, I'm going to help you carry it to the cart.
Do we have enough horses?
There's two.
There's two? Okay. Felix is going to go about hitching up the cart. Going to give a couple berries to Tank 2 or Tank.
Oh, and Tank 2 is with you.
Yep, Tank 2 is with me. Unless otherwise stated, Tank 2 is with me.
At all times.
At all times, unless otherwise stated, Tank 2 is with me.
I completely forgot about him.
Okay, do we have any? Did we ever get any silver coins by any chance?
I'm sure at the beginning you would have gotten silver at a bar or something.
Coins specific. Can I exchange however much gold I need to get 10 silver coins?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm going to put them in a little separate pouch on my belt or whatever.
What is the equivalent? Is it a 1 to 10?
I think
Yes.
it is.
I'm not sure. Okay, so I'll take out one of my gold pieces and make it 10 silver.
So
I gotta say, when I first met you guys and subsequently kind of the idea of you that I built in my head, I thought that you guys were largely in this for the money, but you saved all the people at this outpost and you haven't asked for anything back from them. You haven't asked for money. You haven't asked for anything. It was very selfless of all of you.
Yeah, I'm a pretty cool guy.
Selflessness and want for money are not mutually exclusive.
Well,
by the way, your king still owes us about 10 million platinum, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. We're going to cripple your economy.
We're still waiting to cash in on that.
You misunderstood. They're more like Robin Hood. They'll get their money.
Sometimes you just got to break a few kneecaps.
And I'm not above breaking the king's kneecaps.
do not threaten him.
It wasn't a threat.
If it's in jest, I understand that, but don't threaten the king, please. Just it's kind of one of my jobs to keep threats at bay.
It's not a threat.
So.
It's a promise.
Oh God.
Seriously, Felix. It's funny. Felix is funny, haha. But just please don't do that.
You've seen Felix become a giant monkey, right?
Monkey or not, I still have a job to do.
No,
just please.
Just hope you don't end up being a banana-based shit one day. Anyway, I'm gonna go about hooking the horses up. I'm gonna hop in the driver's seat, grab the reins of the tank. Tank 2's gonna take shotgun. I'm gonna say, if we're all ready, let's roll out.
Well, here's the thing. You get in the driver's seat. However, Tank 2 isn't there. Tank 2 is instead a couple feet away with the two chunkies riding on its back like a horse.
I hooked them up.
They came back for more.
All right. Well,
time to teach them a lesson.
How many times must I teach you this lesson, old man? I'm just going to point at the two chungies and...
The entire time, they're just doing donuts with Tank 2 with their 10-foot long
Donuts.
arms.
They're just riding in circles.
It's just in circles with their arms
Slowly.
slapping everybody.
Is Tank 2 at least having a good time, or is he distressed by this?
Oh, he loves it.
So they unhooked Tank 2? Like, I hooked him up to the cart.
The dog.
Oh, they're riding.
They're riding the dog.
Oh, they're riding the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to ask, even when riding a horse, would their arms still reach the ground?
Just dragging along the ground.
I'm gonna walk over next to Felix and say, "I got this handled," and I have left.
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to hurt them. I just want to grapple. And just Indiana Jones it.
He whips them with the bone whip.
Wow. I'm not trying to hurt you.
Well, I tried to grab them. Both decapitated.
I can't heal that.
All right. Yeah, Penelope, I'll give you that. You can catch each of them around the necks and pull them off Tank 2, and they're now laying on the ground, like holding their bodies.
I'm gonna
They wrap their arms like around themselves, all
like a cocoon.
Several times, yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna whistle and call Tank 2 back to the driver's seat.
Yep, he'll come right up next to you.
I'll say to Felix, sometimes you just need to use force.
Yeah, but sometimes you could not use force.
You were taking too long. We need to get this back.
Yeah,
We have
I
a
agree.
job to do.
We got shit to do.
The Chunkies will get up and dust themselves off and start limping back to the outpost.
Oh.
They're going to point at Felix and laugh, though, as they go.
Oh, well then fuck them. I was gonna yell, "Hey, baby," and like toss berries at them, but now fuck them. Let's roll out.
Roll out.
So we are going to Portal. Okay. You can head down south for about a minute or two. It's not too far. And direct Tank and Stenwick's horse.
What's his name?
I don't think we ever got a name.
Hey, Stenwick. What's your horse's name?
Roach.
Roach.
Fuck.
You can direct Tank 2 and Roach.
No. We're gonna get copyright strike.
Yeah.
It's Apples.
Tank and Apples.
I didn't name the horse. That was the name that Horace, the
The stable owner. That's right. So you can direct Apples and Tank into the portal, and in an instant, you guys are...
The portal closes.
You guys are teleported back in front of Bromnus's hut.
I vomit. I've never been through a portal before. That was...
Where is it directed?
Literal. None of us have been through a portal either before the first time we went through.
Just out the back. Oh.
I'm going to tap Stenwick on the back. Say, I remember my first time.
It was only a few days ago as well.
Yeah.
However long we've been in universe.
I am not getting used to this magic thing. Not at all. I don't think it agrees with me.
You never really get used to it. Just slowly, just learn to deal.
Hey, out of curiosity, do any of you know what this is? Speaking of magic, I want to pull out my arrow.
Ooh, guess what I can do?
I can do an Arcana check.
I can identify.
I don't know what that means. I mean, but identifying, yeah, it's an arrow. Oh, I mean like magic stuff.
Jeez. Yep, it's an arrow.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I hand it over. I'll give it a run over.
Yeah,
And I will cast
definitely.
I will cast identify on it.
Stenwick will hand you this golden arrow for you to identify.
You couldn't give it a more creative name.
What's wrong with the name? It's cute.
It's a bit mundane, isn't it?
I didn't think to name it. I just was calling it arrow.
As I'm shouting into the sky. Why'd you give it such a shitty name?
Is that how he talks to his god? That's the first time I've seen him interact with.
I look directly into the camera.
It's like Penelope said, you got to be forceful sometimes, even if it's with God.
So, any idea?
Do you use a crossbow?
I do. Yeah.
And I don't think he can use this.
I thought it was a little bit odd that he gave me an arrow for a crossbow instead of a bolt, but I didn't want to be rude.
I'll tell you, you don't actually need anything else. You can use it as is.
Oh.
I know how you're reading it, but I can explain. Once he uses it, yes.
I think I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you mean he just pretends to shoot a longbow is what you mean?
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
Was this an inner?
I'm God. Sorry, I'm God. I'll add some effects to this so it sounds like I'm God.
This is part of the identify process. I don't learn the information. I just have to ask about it. All right. Well, maybe it'll just be easier to show you what it does. Is there like a tree around or a rock or something?
Yeah. You're right outside of Bromnes'.
Bromnes' hut.
Yeah. So it's just nature.
Yeah. Right. All right. It'll be easier for me to show you, and I'll just use it once and shoot at like a tree.
Shoot at Bromnes' hut.
Damn, Promise might be in there.
Roll me a dex.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh yeah, and you're aiming at a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't worry about damage. So what you guys see is Ironhammer will step out of the cart holding this golden arrow in his hand.
You avoid the throw up on the ground.
Flip on it.
Holding no bows whatsoever. You will put his left arm out and placing the arrow, holding it in his fingers, and then pulling back and releasing. What shoots out isn't the arrow, but instead a bow itself made out of magic.
So the arrow that shoots a bow.
Just the bow goes flying.
It spins around like a boomerang until it hits the tree, slicing it in half.
Jesus.
I told you it'd be easier to demonstrate.
As the magic bow disperses into the air.
I promised I wouldn't laugh.
So it's just an arrow that shoots a bow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I love it. Thank you.
I get back in the car and hand it back to Stoic.
Thank you, Ironhammer. That just made my day.
So does it seem like Bromnes is home? I know the last few times we've been by, he hasn't been.
No, it doesn't really seem any different. No lights on inside, doors closed.
Okay, well, if he's not home, then I guess we should head back to
New Haven.
New Haven.
I agree.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the arrow like deep in my pack so it does not get spotted when I'm in town.
Oh, hey Stenwick, let me see your quiver of bolts.
Yeah, sure. So they're on the back of my shield. So I just hand you my shield.
Okay, I'm gonna take it and then I'm gonna cast fire arrows or flame arrows on his quiver. So basically now
set my shield on fire.
No. When the target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes an extra 1d6 fire damage. The spell's magic ends on the piece of ammunition when it hits or misses, and the spell ends when 12 pieces of ammunition have been drawn from the quiver. So now you've got 12 fire arrows.
What is the duration on that? I thought it was only like an hour, or does it stay good forever?
Duration is 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well then never mind. I'm going to not do that. I didn't realize. Fucking forget all that bullshit. I thought it was just forever.
Did you say any of this out loud, or did you just take my shield and then hand it back?
I just took your shield and handed it back.
Is there something special that you did with this?
Oh, you'll find out.
I'm gonna just tell him like, you just remind me the next time we're about to fight something.
Okay.
That I need to touch your shield again.
I need to touch your stuff.
Okay, but you didn't do anything to it just now. Like I'm not going to worry about it. Like
it might be a little sticky.
It is. I can very. Wow, your fingerprints are like very oily. I really appreciate everything you've been doing lately, Felix, and all of you. I appreciate everything. I was wondering when we go back to town. I know you're always going to be a little bit wacky. You know, that's something that's like a focal point of who you are, who you guys are. But I was wondering if maybe when we visit DuPont again, if you could try to refrain from flashing him or showing him.
Tell me how to live my life.
It was worth a shot. Let's go. Right. Quick question, DM or God. Do I know anything about the Oasis other than it exists?
Do you know it exists?
I do, right? Because yeah,
you would know it exists. You would know about the I don't know what the word would be. You know about the bazaar, like the market. You know that there is not a single like kingdom or anything because it's so out of the way and like uninhabited that only like people who choose to go there actually live there. It's not a friendly place.
Are there any kind of relations between any kind of trade relationship or anything between New Haven and the Oasis? Have I met anyone from there?
No, I wouldn't say so. Maybe seen once in a while, but it's not no relation between New Haven and the Oasis, however.
Yep, that's all I had then. So onward to New Haven then.
Word.
And your Stenwick, your alarm that was on Bromness's door, I'll just let you know it never went off.
At this point, it probably would have expired anyway.
So traveling for a few hours to the east, you pass the winding, craggy road where the giant sea serpent attacked a few weeks back, and you pass by the Tyrant's previous base.
It get really quiet when we pass that.
Right after, you see the guard tower on the left, and up ahead is the open gates to New Haven.
Home sweet home.
Popping in to say hello.
So currently it is a pretty quiet day. We'll say it's about midweek, early afternoon, and you guys are just now riding into the city walls. Is there any other destination other than King DuPont that you guys want to address first?
I'm happy going straight there.
Yeah, we have a giant head in the back of our. I definitely want to take care of that first.
We don't want to cause alarm in the city.
Don't want any petty thieves coming by and taking it from us.
So you guys can ride up to the front of the castle. It is currently unmanned. It's a quiet day. If you would like to step inside,
I will step inside.
I'm gonna
first
kick the door open.
The door is already open. I've already opened it, but you allow it to close and then you kick it open.
with a giant thud of Felix's boot to the wood. You all enter, and Clifford DuPont, ever bulbous, is sitting there. Welcome, Astral Surveillance Squad.
Your Majesty, we have come back exactly with what we've promised. There is another astral head in the back of our cart outside.
Very, very well done.
And we're up in our price.
And I'm going to walk
platinum.
I'm walking up to the base of the stairs. Then I bow.
I'm walking up too because I want to present him with another thing that I had gathered. I want to pull out a little bit of the astral penis. Say, I got this especially for you, and just slap it in front of him.
It's an aphrodisiac.
Hold up first. Stenwick, did you show him the head first?
I just said it was outside. I didn't drag the head in with me.
Does he have like a table or anything in front of him? Because I want to like go up and just like present it.
You can do that. It lands with a dull thud that kind of rocks his ale back and forth.
Rocks his world.
He'll reach out. May I?
Please.
I'd be insulted if you didn't.
He'll take it and look at it. Man, I knew these things were slimy and ugly.
Are there any guards up near him?
They're down below with Stenwick.
I was going to say, because I wanted to wipe my hand on one of the guards like I did before.
Can I do an insight check to check if he knows what part of the astral is? I'm just curious if he actually understands like what he just got slapped in front of him.
I am mortified.
Yeah, go ahead, roll an insight.
19.
Oh no, you know he has no idea what it is. Because immediately after thinking about it, he'll hold. Are these really what their heads look like? I didn't know they were this wet.
In a manner of speaking.
I mean, I know they didn't have eyes, but...
Well, he should know, because didn't we give him an astral head before?
Yeah.
Did we give him a head, or did we just give him pieces?
No, we brought back the whole body.
Oh, we brought back the whole body. We brought back the whole thing.
The body, yes. But I guess we haven't really touched on it too much. But
this one could just be a baby one.
The heads actually look slightly different. The heads on the astrals in Illuminique did look different from the ones in Hanami Forest. So to King DuPont, he thinks that the ones in the Hanami Forest are just like tentacle monsters. This is fine work, gentlemen.
I aim to please.
Thank you, Your Majesty, and I would recommend perhaps washing your hands when we're done here, just as a recommendation. That part, you don't know what kind of diseases it could be carrying.
I guess so, yes, but
Oh God, what are you scratching? I thought you were doing that in character.
I feel funny.
He'll rub his
magic.
He rubs his hand.
Syphilis.
This is
scratches his face, rubs his eyes,
rubs it in his beard. Oh, it's like coconut oil.
Sir, if I remember correctly, I think we only have one final location we need to reach, and that's the Oasis. We figured we would drop this one off here before we continue on our way. But I was wondering, when you were done with all of us later, if you wouldn't mind taking a little bit of time. I have a couple things I want to run by you, just some intel that I picked up along my way thus far.
He looks at the other three, and he'll look back at you and nod. Yes, yeah, that sounds great. I can't wait to hear about your progress.
Sure. In the meantime, I think maybe you guys had mentioned along the way that you were hoping to get a little bit of coin from our last excursion.
2 million platinum.
Not that much.
That's what he owes me.
I think was the agreed upon amount.
I believe that was the stipulations of duty.
We got it in writing.
You did not get it in writing.
Felix is going to rub around his bag and pull out a
clearly forged like check.
Look, do you pull out the wooden sign?
It says right here, 2 million.
I appreciate the laugh, but no, nah. I would gladly give you.
All right, 1 million. We'll settle for 1 million.
Maybe 100, 200 gold.
Each.
We're getting less gold. We're killing more astrals.
Excuse me. The druid here, is he drunk? He's already in my wife's seat.
Already. Oh, yeah.
How did he do that? I was watching him the whole time. I blinked for half a second.
He's a sneaky little one.
Hey, you remember that vest?
Oh no! Oh no!
I haven't used it yet. Yeah, no.
What was your question?
I'm just sprawled out in the seat. Well, you said you were going to give us 100 gold. Last time when we killed one of these cocksuckers, we got 600 gold.
And this one's bigger.
This one's bigger.
It's huge.
Plus, we killed what? At least like 12 dozen. Like a dozen.
I'm sorry?
A dozen of them.
A dozen.
A dozen, like, what is that, like 50?
That was going to be one of the things that I discussed with you.
See, math is not your strong suit. That's why you don't understand you have 2 million platinum. 50, a dozen.
We can figure out numbers. I mean,
yeah, we can.
Yeah, I mean,
right now.
You gave us 600 gold for the one, and I just brought you. I mean, look at how big that penis is that brought you.
DuPont's also never met this guy.
Oh yeah.
I'm Penelope, by the way.
during his as he's talking, listen, maybe I thought, did you say penis?
You're getting distracted from the real issues. Money.
Look at the size of that thing. I mean, just wait till you see the head. But I mean,
the other head.
Oh, yeah.
That's to be envious of.
Looking around, do I see Private Peter Parts?
Private Parts.
Yeah, is he in here?
No.
He's not.
DuPont will go back. Oh, that's true. Absentmindedly just starts stroking his beard again.
Rubbing it in.
How does 1,000 sound?
A piece.
A piece.
Total.
A piece.
So I can vouch for them. I mean, they really held their own out there. Persuasion with advantage.
Yeah. Do roll me a persuasion
With advantage because I'm helping.
with advantage. That's
Can I intimidate him with my 6 flips?
Who's rolling?
intimidate him.
Can I do a backflip in front of him?
You can, but I'm not giving you intimidate unless you want to get stabbed.
Can I use it for
Natural 20 on my persuasion.
8.
2,000 gold each.
That was the first roll.
Wait a minute. What is?
Sounds like that platinum's coming our way.
Okay, listen. We gotta calm down here. I'll give you the 1,000 each.
Hey, my man.
Hey.
It's not that I can't. I'm just afraid of what this one next to me will do with the money.
Oh.
We're just gonna crash your economy, don't worry.
I'm going to buy a nicer chair than this one. So when I come and visit, I have a nice chair to sit in. This is going to be my visit chair.
You are never buying property here.
Oh.
But come back to me before you leave. I'll get you the money. How's that sound?
Okay.
Where's my money?
Where's my money?
Break some kneecaps.
If that's taken care of, are there any other questions?
I meant to say before we came in here, I had my weasel. I'm going to name my weasel Arnold. He's hidden.
Arnold the Weasel?
Arnold the Weasel.
Have I met Arnold yet?
He's been on my shoulder the whole time. Just hanging out.
That's fine with me. Is he in a pocket or something?
I made him disappear. He's in like a pocket dimension.
Is that a weasel in your pocket or you just happen to see me?
Oh, both.
So we do have a couple things to discuss about the Astrals themselves. Do you want to have the whole squad available for that, or do you just want to speak with me?
No, let's we can talk. We can discuss it. To be upfront and honest with you, I would like the guards to hear about this. I feel like it's in our best interest if our troops can learn more about what you have seen.
Understood. Is there a council chamber or somewhere we can retire to discuss this? So if we need to draw you maps or pictures of how these things look, it might be easier for us. And I don't know if you have any advisors that you would want to accompany.
Yes, right up the stairs. We can enter my meeting room.
I remember it. I want to say along the way, because it would have been a couple days journey back from, or at least a day or two's journey from the outpost to get here, right? I know we took the portal, but even from Bromness's was a little bit of a trip, I had thought.
Yeah, it was at least most of the day.
So I want to say that during that time I was drawing out maps and things of kind of like how the outpost looked.
Mm-hmm.
Like just jotting down any information about like troops, number of troops I had seen, what all they had there, and kind of a rough location as to where it was in the forest, as well as where we had fought this thing and where we had found that New Haven base. So I want to have all those things with me, and I'm going to lay them all out in front of him. And we encountered an outpost out that way. They said that they were an outpost from Cirrus. I don't know if that name means anything to you. They had some very strong opinions about us, however. We fought off dozens of Astrals during that time and slayed all of them, including the largest of which is now outside. It seems like they're growing. The number of them are growing. And the guards, those who were at the outpost, they assisted us along the way. I have some of their names here written down on this paper. And I was wondering if we had any kind of relationship with them prior to us coming up that way, because like I said, they had very strong opinions of us, and I had never heard of Cirrus or this outpost before.
Yes, I was assuming Cirrus would come up eventually. I wouldn't worry too much about them.
Did he end up bringing in advisors? Who all is in this room with us now?
Yeah, it would just be him and 2 guards.
Which guards?
Give me a name.
George.
Oh, I'm curious about Oliver, or I'm sorry, Peter.
Oh, Peter. Peter's not there.
What about Mickelson?
Mickelson is not there. So we'll do George and Frankie.
George and Frankie.
George and Frankie are his 2 guards.
While this conversation in the room is happening, I would like to make Arnold reappear outside the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send him on a secret stealth mission to try and find the king's bedroom to see if there's any suspicious shit in there. Because I don't trust him still. He's looking for suspicious stuff.
That's a good play.
And I can communicate with him telepathically.
And look through his eyes, I think, right?
I can see within 100 feet, I can look through his senses, but it blinds my senses while I'm doing it. So it might be a little bit obvious. But the weasel can see things and then come back and tell me with his mind.
I mean, you can sit at the chair, like just with your head
That's true.
or something. Oh, I have a headache.
Anyway, we can continue. If you want to mull that over, Derek, we can continue with the in-room conversations.
Where do we leave off? Oh, Cirrus, yes. He just said that you do not need to worry about Cirrus.
I'm not necessarily saying that I'm worried about them in any capacity. It's just, I think that if we have any information, maybe we could be sharing with them, because maybe there are things that they have learned about these creatures that we do not yet know, or vice versa. Isn't it better for us to pool our information?
That's what we thought. That's what we hoped. Doesn't look like now that they haven't been interested in centuries.
I wasn't aware of any outreach efforts made by us. Is there something? Is there a reason that those would have been done without being done in the public eye? Like I said, I'd never heard of this place prior to this excursion.
Oh no, trust me, there was no reaching out from us or from them. They split from us hundreds of years ago. We try not to talk about them too much. In a similar vein to the tyrants, we wish not to let those kind of ideas spread around.
What kind of ideas exactly? I had met several of them over the last week or two, and some of them are good people. I mean, we fought side by side with them. Rogers, Arnie, they're good people. I mean, you guys, you were all there. I mean, I'm sure you can speak to what we'd seen, what we've done. Iron Hammer and Penelope.
You're not going to ask Felix?
Felix. But my point is, they're good people.
I'm sure at this point there are quite a number that do not hold the same opinions of us. However, I will not be swayed by this. They left already. They made their decision.
You said they split from us hundreds of years ago. Our history books don't go that far back. Over the course of this journey, we also encountered a journal written from a former guard of New Haven, someone who had died out that way. How old are we? And why don't we talk about our history? Are we hiding something? Is there something we should be? I was thinking that New Haven was founded by Gerald DuPont, because that's what it had in the history book that Top Knot had read. And Gerald was Clifford's either father or grandfather. That's not enough time for us to be around for hundreds of years if it was only founded 2 generations ago.
Roll me we'll do a persuasion.
4.
I don't know what you're talking about. The history books are right. My grandfather is the one who started it, who founded this. I mean, I would love to take a look at the journal, but as far back as that, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you anything.
Just something I'll have to think about, I guess. Is it too late for
drinks?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are copper mugs.
And the table that we're sitting at, how big is it?
It's pretty decent size, like 4 by 10.
So we wouldn't exactly be able to cheers, like bring our glasses together.
Well, you guys are all around together.
Not unless you're a Chungi.
Since you're looking at the maps, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like King DuPont wouldn't be able to cheers with us.
Oh, he would. He'd join
He
any
would?
cheers. He'd join any cheers.
I'm going to grab my glass and bring it in kind of into my lap nonchalantly when no one's looking. And I'm going to pour my potion of truth serum into my glass.
Do any of us see this? My passive perception is only 10.
It's 15.
Oh shit. I think someone needs to roll himself a sleight of hand
Sleight of hand, probably, yeah.
to beat out our passive perception.
To be fair, I'm telling you now, if I see it, I'm not going to say anything. So I don't trust DuPont either. So
Yeah, Felix isn't going to do anything about it. My passive.
I would like it.
I would like you to roll anyway, just so I know. If I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think if I have any.
He rolls a natural one. We all just see him like.
I just,
We are immediately executed for treason.
Here, drink this.
Like, no, it's my multivitamin.
You don't even pour it in the glass. You just hand him the truth serum directly. Please drink this.
16.
By 1.
I did notice.
What's your passive perception? What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 17.
Oh, fuck.
Felix is wise.
You are one more wise than me.
I'm pouring it into my own glass here. I'm pretty much like, just pretend like I'm adding like a little bit of a hooch to my drink.